My name is Anders. I'm the vocalist of In Flames. We don't really adjust it. We do what we do. We are In Flames, and we can't really change who we are. And I would never. There's no reason for me to adapt to the show that we're in. I mean, either you like us or you don't, basically. And it's cool to play these alternative festivals because you get to play for a different audience. And I mean, that's how you grow as a band, both on stage and actually on stage. I mean, here I might be attracting people that never heard us before. So for us, that's a good thing. And you know, we treat every show the same. Just go out there and be as good as we can and have as much fun as we can. No, yeah, we are working on it, and it's going along great. But when it's time to do real promotion for that album, then I will speak more. From 10 years of age, I definitely I not want to be a musician, but I became a fan of heavy metal. There was this show on Swedish television from it was shot at Dortmund Westfallhallen, so it was like Crocus, MSG, Def Leppard, Ozzy, Judas, Scorpions, Maiden. I might have forgotten someone, and it was awesome. I mean, see that, and I was just taken by the power of the music. So from that on, I became a fan of heavy metal. Then obviously it took a little longer to join a band and form a band with your friends, but we were a bunch of guys growing up a little bit south of Gothenburg in Sweden, and just hanging out and tape trading and going to shows in the city of Gothenburg. And after a while, we just, you know what, not just watch it, let's perform something, let's do something, let's partake in the music scene. And so we formed a band, and you know, at that point you didn't know that you would be doing this for another 30 years, but and it was never the intention at that point was never, oh, that's gonna be my job, you know. The plan's been working pretty good, and you know, here I am, and I still have that little kid in me that just enjoy creating music and play and perform and hang out with nice, cool people. So I'm extremely fortunate and lucky, even though I've been working very hard to be where I am. So I don't take anything for granted. I'm you know, all the fans giving me this opportunity for this life. It's awesome. Oh yeah, 100%. It was that show that showed me the power of heavy metal, and I was like, wow, that's the music that I you know, I want to listen to more. So I've been to a few. So, I don't know, maybe some Nine Inch Nails concert, or I mean, it all depends, you know. When you're younger, the shows has a different effect on you, and you're so impressed. So when I saw Scorpions or Priest or Iron Maiden or those bands for the first time, it was like, wow, this is huge and crazy and everything. But seeing like the perfection of Nine Inch Nails, from the music to the stage show to the sound to everything, it's just blows me away. So yeah. But there's so many bands. I mean, seeing Slayer, tour with Slayer, you know, I can sit here for hours and hours and hours and mention a bunch of bands and shows that I've seen. For me or for everyone else? For me, when there's this connection between you and the audience, when you feel like you're meeting somewhere in the middle. They are giving me energy, I am giving them energy, and it just takes the music to a different level. That's when it's perfect. It doesn't have to be that we are playing perfect. We can do mistakes, but if it's just this. I mean, I think you have to live it. You know, like it's like the perfect meal, the perfect sex, or whatever. Like, you know, things that you have to be there, and it's hard to describe to someone else, and it's very individual as well. But That to me, when you and your fans are like one, then that's perfect. We haven't been everywhere in the world. I would love to play on Iceland, for instance. I've never been there, so that would be extremely cool. But I would like to go. I mean, tons of other countries that I would like to go to and perform. So, again, too many bands to mention, but yeah. I don't want to sit down and just say now we've done everything, it's all good and whatever. I still want to move forward. It's the same with our music. We want to continue and develop our sound and the way we are. The same with there are bands we would tour with several times, and I love to do that. But there are tons of bands out that I never met. So we'll see. Come Clarity and Here Until Forever, because those are written to my daughter and my son. So that's something I would love to play at that point. And also a song from the Jester Race, which was my first album, For In Flames. So that would be pretty cool. Yeah. I think that was a shitty Ford, to be honest. And the first one I bought since I'm Swedish, it was a Volvo. Yeah. Could have been like a common lager from Sweden, like something that you don't know, a Prips or whatever. Either that, or it could have been something from Denmark, like a Carlsberg or a Tuborg or something. Yeah. My first kiss, with whom? Barely remember, but like first, second. I mean, how old are you? 7, 8, 9, maybe. I don't know. From work, it was some cleaning job, maybe, when I was a starving musician back in the day. Maybe that was it. Or selling some used hockey gear when I was way younger. Yeah, I mean, that I used, and you sold them at some fair or whatever. But work, it should have been some cleaning job or something like that.